Hello, everybody. This is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Part 4, Chapter 20. After taking leave of Betsy, Alexei Alexandrovich returned to his wife. She was lying back in her reclining chair, but hearing her husband return, she rose quickly and looked at him in a frightened way. He saw that she had been crying. "I'm very grateful to thee for thy confidence," said he gently, repeating in Russian the reply that he had just made in French before Betsy. When he spoke to her in Russian, he used the familiar tway, and his tway irritated Anna in spite of herself. "I'm very grateful for your decision, for I agree with you that since Count Vronsky is going away, there's no necessity of his coming here. Besides—" "Da, but as I've decided it, why say any more about it?" interrupted Anna, with an annoyance that she did not know how to control. No necessity, she thought, for a man who wished to commit suicide, to say farewell to the woman he loves, and who for her part cannot live without him. She pressed her lips together and looked down at her husband's hands with their swollen veins as he stood rubbing them together. "Let us not say any more about that," she added more calmly. "I've given you perfect freedom to decide this question, and I'm happy to see," Alexei Alexandrovich began again. "That my desires are in conformity with yours," finished Anna quickly, exasperated to hear him speak so slowly, when she knew beforehand what he was going to say. "Yes," he affirmed, "and the Princess Tverskaya shows very poor taste in meddling in family affairs, she of all others." "I don't believe anything they say about her," said Anna. "I only know that she loves me sincerely." Alexei Alexandrovich sighed and was silent. Anna played nervously with the tassels of her wrapper and looked at him now and then, with that feeling of physical repulsion which she reproached herself for, without being able to overcome. All that she wished for at this moment was to be rid of his presence. "Ah, I've just sent for the doctor," said Karenin. "What for? I'm well." "For the baby. She cries so much. They think that the nurse hasn't enough nourishment for her. Why didn't you let me nurse her when I begged them to let me try, and in spite of everything?" Alexei Alexandrovich understood what she meant by "in spite of everything." "She is a baby, and they will kill her." "She rang and sent for the little one. I wanted to nurse her, and you wouldn't let me, and now you blame me." "I do not blame you for anything." "Yes, you do blame me. Ach, Bоже mой, why didn't I die?" She began to sob. "Forgive me, I'm nervous and unjust," she said, trying to control herself, "but go away." "No, this state of things cannot go on," said Alexei Alexandrovich as he left his wife's room. Never before had he been so convinced of the impossibility of prolonging such a situation before the world. Never had his wife's dislike of him, and the strength of that mysterious force which had taken possession of his life, to rule it contrary to the needs of his soul, appeared to him with such evidence. The world and his wife exacted something from him that he did not fully understand, but it aroused within him feelings of hatred which disturbed his peace and destroyed the worth of his victory over himself. Anna, in his opinion, ought to have nothing more to do with Vronsky, but if everybody considered this impossible, he was ready to tolerate their meeting, on condition that the children should not be disgraced, nor his own life disturbed. This was wretched. Less wretched, however, than to give Anna over to a shameful and hopeless position, and to deprive himself of all that he loved. But he felt his powerlessness in the struggle, and knew beforehand that he would be prevented from doing what seemed to him wise and good, and that he would be obliged to do what was painful to him, but necessary.